My name is Kevin. Well, unofficially Kevin. That's what the fans call me. They call me Kevin. Officially, I'm just the third head of King Ghidorah, or King Ghidra if you wanna be fancy. And much like the guy who usually hosts this show, I have also been given the shaft. I was literally cut off by the dummy thick lizard. So I was replaced by a new Kevin. Well, guess what, big brothers? You're all dead while I get to be resurrected by this old man. Yeah, he's gonna bring me back. I'm not sure exactly how yet because Godzilla's next opponent is supposed to be King Kong. Not a rematch with me. So what the fuck am I gonna do then? Am I gonna be like their doomsday? Like, is that what they're gonna do? Or are they gonna Zod me and turn me into a completely different villain from the Rogues Gallery? Just so King Kong and Godzilla can make up and kiss and fuck and then become friends and then fight me? Aw, man, that's not what I wanted. I wanted there to be like two robot heads and I would be the only organic head telling them what's up. You know, like a reverse version of Mecha King Ghidorah. You know, that shit. But no, I guess I really am gonna have to transform into someone else from the Rogues Gallery. Like Gigan or Destroyer. Although Destroyer would be Doomsday all the way, so maybe not Destroyer, maybe Biollante. Yes, Biollante. Like, yeah. Seymour, fucking Seymour. Wait, what was the point of me being here again? Oh, that's right, to give other villains a chance to shine. And the reason why I'm doing this instead of Graviton is because we got some extra big boys this episode, and you know what they say, it takes a big boy to interview a big boy, or in this case, Big Kaiju Boy, here on the extra special Kaiju edition of Poster Feet. Well, look who decided to show up. I thought for sure that the three of you were gonna be a no-show because of the recent drama that has gone down within the last month. Oh, that's right, I forgot. You three don't talk that much, do ya? You only make animalistic noises like grunting and growling and roaring and shit. Oh, Godzilla, damn it. How am I supposed to interview a bunch of mute monsters? I was able to learn how to speak and articulate, so why the hell can't you three? You know, I too used to be like that, only roaring and growling, but then I learned to use my words, and look at me now. I'm bitching and moaning about my own problems. But I should be considerate because you guys have a whole lot more problems than me now. Although the box office ain't one, that's my problem. How the hell can I be number one of my week and still do shit? I mean, come on. Godzilla basically just did the same thing Aquaman was doing. And it paid off for Aquaman. He was trying to emulate the delightfully bad types of movies from the 80s. And people ate that shit up. And guess who else used that tactic? Us, the Godzilla gang. Now, maybe it was a jarring change of pace due to the previous Godzilla event from 2014 that was trying to take itself seriously. But this time around, we tried to do that Aquaman method of emulating a particular type of movie from a bygone era. Big, stupid-ass kaiju Japanese films. Just really big and bloated and convoluted as all fuck, but extremely entertaining in how schlocky it is. Yeah, I know critics didn't like it because that's not what they came there for, but guess what? They treated Aquaman the same way, and it still managed to get an audience. But did we get our audience? Oh, great. Now I'm stooping down to your level and not using my words anymore to express my frustrations. Well, you shouldn't be laughing too much, my terrible trio, because you guys are also in deep shit. And if you don't believe me, look right over there. Give me my money, bitch!
No! We can do this shit without you!
Ain't that a shame? Oh, I'm sorry. That's right, I forgot. You all got defeated by Spider-Man's big bro, Mysterio. What, you mean to say that Mysterio is not Spider-Man's big bro? Am I missing something? What segments? Oh, that's right. The little bald man in the blue onesie does a whole bunch of segments. I forgot about that.
Hello, this is Gravoton, here to give you my pre-recorded segments. I had to do them pre-recorded because I'm off doing a super secret hush-hush project. Shh, don't tell anybody, shh. Isn't it great that we live in a world where we can dedicate a whole big battle to Mysterio? Seriously? Everything dedicated to him? You would think that he'd be the kind of guy you would just use as a throwaway character or just as a henchman to someone else. But nope. Sure, he's no longer a movie maker, but he's practically taken on that role by making sure that everything is as neat of a presentation as possible, because that's all he sees this as. He doesn't actually want to be a villain or a hero, but he is willing to do villainous things in order to push his product. Now, with a name like Mystery O, you would expect a lot of mystery to him, but everything seems to be out in the open with him. It's just dangling all out there. We know pretty much everything about him now, except for one thing. Is he dead or alive? No, guys. I think he is dead. I don't think there really is much of a mystery. I mean, I think we did everything we could do with him, you know. And plus, wouldn't it be great if the ultimate illusion was that he was still alive, even though he's not? And the way to do that is with the chameleon. Yes, the chameleon, but not the chameleon you think, because yes, I know that there was an associate of Nick Fury who has the same first name as Chameleon, but if he was really meant to eventually be a major villain in the Spider-Man franchise, you would think that we would have given more of a fuck about him, but he disappears like halfway through, and it's not that he mysteriously disappeared, like, oh, where is he? The story just stopped caring about him, because he's not the chameleon, he just isn't. If he was, we would have seen more of him. We would have gotten more time with him to see where his status was when it turned out that Nick and his plutonic friend were Skrulls. Because yeah, that could have been interesting. Like, oh, here's this character who's known for having basically shape-shifting powers, and then, oh, what's that? The people he worked for are shapeshifters? Oh, is that gonna be a connection? We just don't see him anymore after we know exactly what Quentin Beck is all about. We just don't. So I think we're not supposed to look any further into him. So that's why I believe the way we get Chameleon into this bitch is by this little teeny tiny man. The guy who you straight up forgot was in this universe until they had to flat out tell you by showing a clip. He's still got the robotic technology, and he's also got the cloaking technology too. He can make a robot that holograms itself to look like anybody. That's how we get the Chameleon. He is a drone, not a person, a drone who covers himself in holograms, and one of those holograms is Mysterio. There you go, that's how we keep Mysterio into this. You see, I'm fine with continuing to use the Mysterio moniker. It's just that Quentin Beck is the one that needs to be given a rest. A permanent rest. Because even from beyond the grave, he is still pulling off the ultimate illusion.
Holy shit! Does that mean he hired you three? You three aren't even real villains? You just hired actors? You could have done more honest work with your acting career, like pornography, or you could be a cam girl or a cam boy, or you could even be the double for a nude scene. Well, if you're not actors, then what the hell are you? What are you three? What the fuck are you? What do you mean I wasn't paying attention? I saw that segment. He was using a combination of flying robots and holograms. Wait a minute. You three are holograms? Oh, I can't believe this. This is a slap in the face to the Earth 616. We all know that you three are supposed to be humans. Humans that were transformed into elemental creatures. You, Flint Marco. You, Morris Bench. And you, Mark Raxton. I don't care if there was a reference to your human persona. If we didn't see anything other than just that, then it's not enough. Are you just gonna stand for this? Are you just gonna take this? Are you just gonna be used by someone else? You're not gonna be your own villain? You're just gonna let Mysterio be your puppet master? Oh, I guess you're right. I wasn't paying attention. Mysterio is dead, huh? So that means that you're free. All three of you are free. You don't have to be his playthings anymore. You can be your own. What do you mean you don't fit the upcoming storyline? What, Spider-Man's journey is going a new direction and you guys won't fit? What direction are you talking about? Oh, that's right. A segment can explain this.
For the longest time, it has been up for debate as to whether or not J. Jonah Jameson should be considered one of the villains. Is he? I mean, he is very antagonistic, both to Peter Parker as an abusive boss, and to Spider-Man as a spiller of the tea. But is that enough to actually put a dent on Spider-Man and be a legitimate threat against him? Because up to this point, he's really just been a nuisance. But don't get me wrong, I know J. Jonah has tried many times to cancel Spider-Man, just trying to implement that cancel culture, but it never seems to work. The public in general seems to believe that Spider-Man is a hero. They don't see him as the type of threat that J. Jonah Jameson sees him as. They agree that Spider-Man's doing a good job. However, this might be the first time that J. Jonah Jameson succeeded. He convinced the whole world that Spider-Man is a villain. He got everybody on his side now. Not just a couple of wackos. Everybody believes him now. Hey, look, Ma, I made it. Everything's coming up aces. But my son is still killed by a symbiote. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. I mean, the only reason why he pulled it off was because of Mysterio's help. Although it is kinda sad that he finally showed up in the MCU only to go back to being in non-MCU films. Sorry, J. Jonah. I know you wanted to cancel Falcon Cap, or Doctor Strange, or Captain Marvel, or Miss Marvel, or She-Hulk, or even Moon Knight. But now the only heroes you get to cancel are Jackpot, White Rabbit, Rocket Racer, Willow the Wisp, and Screwball, and Walrus.
Huh. So, I guess that means your 15 minutes of fame are over. And you spent the whole 15 minutes being something you're not. You are not elementals, and do you know why? Because the elementals are a whole different thing. That's the name of a different team of supervillains who have elemental powers. They're not even Spider-Man villains. They're the villains of Captain Marvel and other characters. But not Spider-Man. That is the biggest betrayal of them all.
Okay, I've had enough of this. I can't take it anymore. I can't take all of this bitching and moaning from you. Listen, it doesn't fucking matter how many changes they do. What matters is if the changes actually serve the story.
Wait, what?
Oh, I had to say it. I just had to.
You could talk the whole time? And why do you sound so familiar?
Look, we need to be honest with you. We are not the elementals. Because the elementals are holograms in this iteration. Okay? This iteration, they're holograms. But guess who's been supplying the motion capture? Me! Graviton!
Graviton? The guy who's been doing the voiceovers? But no, that's not how y'all in Earth 616.
So, now that the jig is up, does that mean I can stop pretending to be thin? Oh, God. Oh, finally I can stop sucking it in. Oh, that was so exhausting. Oh, fuck.
I don't know, Blobby. You were kinda rocking that look.
Well, I have been trying to make the effort to lose weight, but it's supposed to be my mutation, so if I lose weight, then what am I? Oh, Jesus Christ, would you two lovebirds just stop already? Fuck! We're not flirting. I'm well aware of her complicated relationship with her on and off again boyfriend, and I respect that.
And I admire the fact that you respect that.
Okay, fine. Don't call it flirting.
Would you guys just stop for 2 goddamn minutes? I'm still in shock. You mean I've been lied to this whole time? You 3 are not the elementals?
No, because the elementals are not real.
Impossible! Those are lies! You are spewing lies!
You're not listening. The elementals do not exist in this universe, alright? We are well aware of those other universes where they do exist. And we're also aware of the other universes where the elementals are a complete and separate thing that have nothing to do with Sandman and Hydro Man and Molten Man and Cyclone. I think Cyclone did not get the memo. I can't believe you still don't get it. It's the same thing as last time.
What do you mean last time? This is the first time I've ever been on this channel.
Listen, I'm sorry that we lied to you, but you have also been lying to yourself. You are also a motion capture performer inside of a hologram, and it's time to come clean.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I am an actual dragon head that was cut off of a 3-headed... Oh, who am I kidding? I'm also living a lie. Oh!
I knew it. Everything is a hologram. We were, you were, and this whole place. Shut it all down. Shut down all of the holograms. Doesn't that feel good now to finally accept the truth? I guess I was just projecting. Oh, I understood that pun. I was just so wrapped up in my pure anger, my pure jealousy over that guy who was in the first Iron Man movie. No one even remembers his frickin' name. He's not even from the comic books. I'm pretty much exactly like that guy in every way, except the difference is that I am actually a Spider-Man villain. Phineas Mason, a.k.a. the Tinkerer. Maybe that's why I hate deviancy from the comic books so much. I just hate it because I was replaced by a guy who's not from the comic books. What I don't understand is why you couldn't just express that as yourself. I guess I was too embarrassed to admit my jealousy, so I took on a persona, if you will. The persona of someone else who has a similar problem. Yeah, another underappreciated villain. But listen, unlike King Ghidorah, who only has 1 chance left, you have 2 chances. Okay, I know that you're probably expecting me to list off who I think should be the big Sinister Six for the next movie, but it looks like they are definitely gonna just do Kraven. Maybe a couple of other minor villains like they've done so far. They might sprinkle a couple of others here and there, but it's mostly just gonna be Kraven. But wait a minute. What if Spider-Man was still labeled as a supervillain amongst the public? How would you put a Sinister Six into that story? Well, if everyone thinks that Spider-Man is a bad guy now, then everyone would think that all of the criminals that he has defeated are good guys. They would assume that everybody is a good guy. And especially J. Jonah Jameson, he would think that they're all good guys. I mean, he practically wanted to suck Mysterio's dick. He wanted to suck that dick real hard. So of course he would want to suck everyone else's dick. Vultures, scorpions, shockers, and he wouldn't stop there. He would have an open call for all of the criminals to come and take advantage of this opportunity to look like a hero now. This is how the childish Gambino gets to come back, because he technically was defeated too. Now he can finally become the Prowler. And if you're gonna have an open invitation to every criminal, that means even the petty ones, the common street thieves, even they get their chance to shine. So that would mean we would get the even goofier villains, like Hypno Hustler, or Spot, or Big Wheel, or Hypno Hustler, or did I mention Hypno Hustler? Look, I really want Hypno Hustler, okay? And have him be played by Thomas Jefferson from Hamilton.
What did I miss? What did I miss?
I guess you're right. Maybe I should be so lucky that at least people understand where I'm coming from, as opposed to King Ghidorah, and yet he still gave it his all, in spite of whether or not people got it or not. Yes, and besides, since that little man first appeared in an Iron Man movie, that means that he is technically not a Spider-Man character, which means that Sony does not own the rights to him.
Holy shit! No more competition!
Yes! I knew this debacle would have some silver linings.
Well, some would argue that there's a whole lot of silver linings. That there's more good that could come out of this than bad.
Yeah, and it also means that Marvel has more slots open now. And oh boy, do they need them.
Yeah, no kidding. They pushed half of their stuff onto Disney Plus, and that's still not enough empty slots. They need all of the space they can get.
Thank you, Graviton. I still don't understand why you had to pull this trick on me. Well, when we noticed that you took on a persona, we knew that the only way to talk some sense into you was to do the same. So if you were gonna be a big kaiju, then we would be kaiju too. So I guess we just did a LARPing session. We sure did, Tinkerer. We sure did.
Oh! Oh no! Who the hell did that?
I did! How dare he praise Sony for what they did! Now that I've got the mutants, there's a little bit of a problem, and he is gonna help fix it! Adios, mofos!
Oh no! We gotta help him!
Wait a minute. Isn't each episode supposed to end with a teaser for the next villain to interview? I heard that the next guy is a connoisseur of the technological arts, a very tech-savvy tech wizard, not unlike myself.
Oh, congratulations, you just did it. But don't worry, I'm gonna be the one who covers that guy. But we've got a long time till we get to him.
Yeah, he can wait till later. For now, we've gotta save Graviton!
Yeah! Hashtag save Graviton!
okay. Maybe I was a little bit too quick with the trigger. Maybe we should stick together for one more go round, just to wrap everything up, and then we'll go our separate ways, you know. But we'll do it through a smooth transition, and we'll make sure that it makes sense within the universe. It won't be so abrupt of a change, and who knows? Maybe we will renew it after another couple of movies. Let's just make up, alright?
Oh my god. You mean to tell me that after all of this drama, you're just gonna change your mind all willy-nilly?
Yeah, but where's the mouse? I need to tell him.
Well, you're too late. He just went on a rampage and kidnapped one of his own.
Oh no, what have I done?
Not only did you drive the mouse crazy, but also you made this whole video outdated.
Oh please, every video is gonna be outdated in like 2 seconds.